shit last night. You have no idea.
Because
Well, we're not to because I just started the recording.
hi.
So hello.
Oh, shit,
to
hello.
Our YouTubage. Does anyone
By
want
the way, this
to?
is rated mature.
Does anyone want to run a recap for Inspo? It shouldn't be too hard. We played yesterday.
I know I can't. I wasn't here.
Anybody want to?
Hello.
No.
I mean, you can. It just might be hard for everyone to
Recap?
understand it.
Okay. Hang on. Recap?
Recap.
Do you want to do a recap? You gonna yassify this recap?
We're getting a.
Hey, oh my god,
right
wait.
now from
Wait,
Kira
you
in
acted out.
ASL.
I will translate. So we were drinking, and then we drinking, having some shots, and people were like, yeah, having a good time. And then, some people got like psychedelic drinks, right? We were tripping, absolutely tripping balls. Meanwhile, our fighter, yeah, that ended up like creating some bad things. Our fighter, was just sort of eavesdropping on everyone. Trying to pretend like she wasn't involved.
Originally this started being we're gonna use ASL tonight, and now it's just charades.
No.
Is it fine? Okay.
It's fine. Okay.
Continue. Okay.
Okay, so we're eavesdropping. Meanwhile, the Dragonborn was like, "Oh, you guys are stupid." Basically.
He said, "Fuck you."
Yes. Fuck you. Actually, multiple times. And then some bitches that we didn't want in the room showed up. Mate, Kira, and I just keep thinking Frankenfurter. I just want to call him Frankenfurter.
Gesh.
I know he's not Frankenfurter.
Gesh.
How do you pronounce Gesh?
Gesh. Mm-hmm.
I keep overthinking it. I'm sorry. I think it's like 2 syllables longer. Anyways, so we're like, oh, these are people we don't want to see. And then I
What
went
do
to
we
go
do?
pee. When I came back, everyone was in a closet.
We're all gay.
It was an upstairs room.
That one. Yeah, it was an upstairs room. And we were like, everyone was freaking out. And we ended up Kill ended up burning a boarded up window, at which Mimi barreled through. Everyone else proceeded to either parkour or hopelessly flop out of.
And/or never mind.
There's a little like green thingy that freaked somebody out to make him get out the window.
Keith did the Keith thing, and then decided to stalk Ash, and that was that was not great. So we all ended up at Gesh's house, not his house, but his house. And
It's crash pad.
Both of you get inspiration for that. Both of you get inspiration.
Yes! Teamwork!
Where we left off. you all, having met each other, spent some time at the bar. A couple were about to our newfound friends were about ready to leave the bar, saw people they didn't want to deal with, and you said, you know what, maybe we can help you find lodging after all. Pushed you upstairs to the abandoned rooms, jumped out a window, tried once more to go your separate ways, only for our party to realize that one of those going their separate way was being followed by a closet. It was a hazard to society. Continuing to
No matter
follow
the realm.
this dragonborn friend, you ended up, in a interesting way, deciding to hire his help as well as gain the help of Kira, who just kind of wants to leave this plane of existence. Crash in the home that Gesh is squatting within. And we left off with a dream cycle for Ling. And that's where we left off. Is there anything else anybody would like to do this evening in this somewhat
Sleep.
abandoned abode
Sleep.
before going to sleep?
Sleep.
Kindle just goes, I'm finding a bed. Goodbye.
Kendall's finding a bed. She is curling up with her ghost cat. She's going to sleep. She needs a long rest desperately.
Drinking some more? Oh, or you're also going to sleep? I saw this, not this. That makes more sense. Alright. Mimi, are you doing anything else this evening, or are you gonna pass out?
I'm gonna lecture Keith just a little bit. I'm gonna have but not like a lecture, like just like a heart to heart, just be like, okay, we gotta work on you just deciding to do stuff. Like, if you wanted to follow him, we could have worked something, and then just have a conversation and work that out.
Okay, but did you listen to what he was saying? Because that was weird, and I was curious.
And it's like handing you part of the wing of the pigeon that he was eating.
I take it without really thinking about it, and then after we're done talking, I'll look at the pigeon wing and be like, this is really nice. This is really good. This is cool. You did really good.
Awesome. I'm gonna see what else I can find out about this book.
It just goes off.
Oh no. This is my son. This is my child. Proud of him.
Is there anything else you'd like to do besides this somewhat lecture of Keith?
We'll just find a nice closet. That's it.
Okay.
Wait, or is there a basement?
Make an investigation check as you walk.
Oh my gosh.
Are you taking Ling with you, or what did you do with Ling? He is currently in your care.
Oh. Ling is a burrito right now.
Uh-huh.
Well, you were there for the whole Keith lecture.
Okay, I mean,
No.
that's fine. I'm
In the
out cold
arms.
due to whatever
It was
I
a
gave me.
stick for investigation.
What was your investigation roll?
6.
6. This is a really, really large estate. It's easy to get lost here. But you can't seem to find an entrance to a basement of any kind.
Perfect. Maybe it's just she's been looking for a basement, and then at some point she just stops. She's just like, I don't know where I am. Ling, you okay as a burrito, or do you want to be out of the burrito?
Ling is
You have no
unconscious.
choice. I'm unconscious.
Completely passed
And
out.
I
just-
totally forgot. She forgot about that. She looks down and she's like, oh, shit.
I'm
Never
magically
mind.
sleeping.
I'm gonna find a bedroom or living room or something.
Okay.
And I'm actually
You
not
believe-
gonna go into a closet. I'm gonna stay out so that when Ling wakes up, they don't go like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" They can see that Mimi's like
Almost
literally right
you.
there.
Okay. All right. It's easy to find a bedroom. Gash, are you doing anything?
Gash is like roaming around the house, like finding things. Like if he sees a teacup, he's just gonna like nonchalantly be like, "Ooh, this, I want that." And it's just like he's just finding random crap, and he's not being very stealthy about it. He's making noise, things are falling, like he's just not caring because he knows nobody's here, or at least he's used to no one being here.
You are now. And every now and then you start to walk into the areas just that you're used to just roaming and pilfering, and you're like, that room's occupied now.
Yeah, like he'll walk, like I could picture him walking into a room being like, "Oh, I want this," or he'll walk into a room and like think nobody's in it, but then all of a sudden he'll see someone sleeping and he's just like, "Ah, right," and he'll walk back up.
Like a full candelabra in your hand that you're about to put in the bag, and you're like, put it back down.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else you'd like to do this evening?
No, not really. He is just gonna go back to the area where he normally sleeps, where he's basically called the grand bedroom his bedroom at this point. And he's just sitting on the bed counting all of his gold because that's what he does.
An amazing bedtime routine for Gash. As everyone else is currently asleep. Fringy. You don't usually take full sleeps. As you are an elf, it's not something that is required of you. So, a full dream is different. And a full sleep can't be intense. You hear isn't it wonderful that you brought me back to this place? In a way, at least. I didn't even remember I was from here. Why, thank you. You turn to see if you can find a source of the voice. Make a perception check.
This bitch.
Is that a natural fucking 20?
Yup. Total of 27.
She is standing behind you in that darkened space that you've grown used to. Though it's no longer a blackened void that you're used to, you can almost see the details of an old room. And you see more details than you've ever seen on her. You can almost make out the shape of a nose, a mouth, that faceless void talking in spaceless and that emptiness in her eyes. White, secular hair.
Magus is kind of also like scanning the entire area.
With a natural 20, you can see it looks like it's almost like the darkness is what's making the shape of a room. There's nothing in it, but it definitely looks like she's looking out what would be a window, but there's nothing there. It's like she's interacting with that empty space in a way that something would be there, but it's almost imperceptible.
You never really left, did you?
Oh, I left. I'm bound to the sword that you left behind, but you let me in. Whether you admit it or not, you in charge, but we had to end. Echoes can always remain.
Normally I'd say lies do not become you, but you're nothing but lies and deceit.
Am I? Seems to me the one lying is you, at least to yourself.
So we're in your home. How lovely.
Apparently. Not that I remember much.
Oh, that's what happens when you get senile. Memories isn't what it used to be, I suppose.
Hmm. Question for you. And she turns towards your direction and puts a cold finger towards where your chest is. How's that burning pit relate to your emotions? You can only suppress it for so long. It begins to come out in play.
Mm. No. No. Not today. Not ever.
Hmm.
If you actually knew anything about my childhood, you know I'm very good at suppressing stuff. So
That
have fun being a lonely old hag again.
and yet all that wonderful suppression and hiding your emotions behind a stoic mask nearly led you to me. And she holds out her hands, and you can see that mask that comes to you whenever she took over, appearing in her hands.
Mhm. Mhm.
She lightly places it on the ground in front of you and goes, I don't think we're done playing. And you wake up.
Okay. Whoever's in the room with Renji right now, pro- it may wake her up, it may not, but Renji does wake up with a bit of a.
What
You
room
see
would you
Kindle is in
like
the
to go
corner.
to?
Pass the fuck out.
Like this might be really. How do can I feel like what sort of time of day it is? But at the same time, it may be completely fucking different from what you used to. But
What do I want to make? Make a survival check. I feel like survival fits.
Yeah.
that's apt. Natural 2 for 6.
It is dark. You've never been to a place like this. You don't know how the time works. If you peer out one of the carefully shuttered windows, it is dark and yet lit up by the sight of the two rings in the sky and the many, many moons. You are much higher in this city than you were before. Now, you were at least somewhat awake to walk to this area. You had to jump through a freaking window. But in this darkness, in this nighttime, you can really see the expanding city below where you are as you are high in the city of Sharn within this estate.
Oh, gods.
Still falls into the chandelier.
Oh, okay. I I was about to wake Kindle up, but then Hannah decided to go walkies.
I will say, in this room, I don't know, Kira would probably. Would you also be in this room just because this is where the most people are? Okay, so Kira's curled up asleep. Oh, yeah. Laying down asleep in one of the corners of the room. You also see I in the room, kind of tucked in a corner as much as possible, with a small blanket.
Like sees new person, just kind of thinks, wait, who the fuck? Oh yeah, no, I remember now. Sees I, no, they've been through enough. I suppose we'll kind of wrap around the idea of waking Kindle up, but then above table we'll wait until Hannah comes back. At which point, Renji is going to be is wonder why something feels weird, and then remembers, my fucking chain darts broke, motherfucker. Okay, and is kind of just sad and seeing what can be done for it, to at least replace the chain with any remaining rope. Taking off the meteor counterbalance, and then taking off the remaining chain from the actual kunai itself, and just going back to being a rope instead of chain.
Okay. You are able to take it back to its older form that you're used to while you're there.
Yeah.
No longer as sturdy as when it is done with chain, but at least functional at this moment.
Just kind of things. I need to get stronger metal.
Kendall, can you make a perception check with disadvantage, please? Don't you love when you come back and hear that?
Right.
8?
Yes.
Still totally passed out. The banging around of chain and such did not wake you at this moment.
I feel like Wink was curled up and was like doing the cat thing of like, you woke me up. What are you doing? The tail is doing the aggravated swish.
Please,
See
kind
it.
within bop range. See what happens.
I could just just, but eventually Renji just kind of pluck up the courage because Kindle looks absolutely past the fuck out. But Renji doesn't want to be alone right now. Just kind of goes, Kindle, Kindle.
What? What? Where's the fire? Where's the fire?
No, the only fire here is you, honey.
What? What do you want?
First of all, a little... you were drooling.
Oh, sorry. Oh, what's wrong? What's happening?
You see, you recognize this look of... It's what I as Mitch like to call the Ogarthus face. Oh god, oh fuck, oh shit. You recognize this look. It's just the moment of...
Oh, fuck. Where again?
And here's the problem. Apparently she's from here.
Pardon?
She's from here. Hence why she's back.
Oh, Christ on the cross, I don't have time.
Who's Christ? Is that a new god?
Oh, someone murmured it while I was sleeping with them. Anyway,
In the far corners of the room, only known to have
Not even phased, just kind of goes, you know what? Fair.
All right, what do
Yeah.
we do? What's the plan? Okay. I'm up.
I don't have a plan.
Don't have a plan. Okay. Did it just happen now?
Yeah. That was the first time I've actually.
Got it. Okay.
That was the first time I've actually properly slept and dreamt. Because usually I just kind of go through this.
Trance. Yeah.
Yeah. So, brain, body. Also, did Mimi drop me? I vividly remember Mimi dropping me.
That's a question for you to ask her later.
Judging by reaction, that's a yes. You laughed, didn't you? Uh-huh. Yeah. Just
I'm
get it out of
sorry.
it.
It was very funny.
Just get it out of your system. There we go.
With that, I actually does stir in the corner and kind of like jumps, looks around, and there's like that shock of white before the hair like switches into like a really dark color and settles back down in their blanket.
Sorry, darling.
Everything's fine. Don't worry. Just
Well, for the most part, sort of. We really should get out of here.
yeah.
But anyway, okay. Hatching, scheming, planning. All the
Yeah.
things. Okay.
Yeah. She
So,
seems more interested
Where
in
is
me.
she?
I don't think she's here. She's still here, but she's not here. If that makes any sense.
No.
Instead, while she is bound and tied to the sword, however, she seems to have latched on to this suppressed rage I apparently have.
Don't we all have that? Not my point.
It-
Point still stands.
Yes.
Okay, so she's up there. Like, pokes his head. She's up there,
But,
but not necessarily still attached to the sword, but attached to this rage.
attached to me, attached to the rage.
Aha.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well, She's not physically here.
Well, no, she's still dead, so not physically here.
That's good. That's very good. As long as she's not alive, we should be okay. For now.
No, I think her soul is alive. Like, I imagine her soul is alive, and obviously being bonded to the sword that we
Yes.
left back at my place. And then obviously,
Right.
Your
But-
confused mutterings make it very difficult to sleep. Surprised I found my voice
oh,
again.
She's like not
I'm
even
so
still
sorry.
like asleep, just laying there, leaning against. She's kind of in that sit, leaning against the wall. I found my voice. Hi, it's back. Sorry.
Hey.
Hello.
hey.
She never really like lay down. It was one of those like where they kind of sit with their back against the wall and fall asleep against the wall. It's one of those.
Yeah.
Eyes not
Uh,
open, still totally just still, but just the voice is there.
I apologize. I had a nightmare and hi. I somewhat remember you, but it's kind of been a rough day.
You have slept the entire time I have been with your friends. I imagine it has not been peaceful for you.
There's a 1,000-yard stare of just no. Apologies for waking you.
I'm a
Alright.
light sleeper, so there's no issue with that. Kira,
Renji, pleasure to make your acquaintance. I have something that I could possibly wait, hold on. No.
Can we just point out how my microphone blends into my shirt, by the way? Like, there's a microphone right here.
Oh,
I didn't even know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not fair.
That's why when I moved
fun.
it, I was like, I'm just gonna hide this, and then I'm just gonna speak.
I'm gonna
Like,
take
I
this
unmuted
and
a hot
I'm gonna
minute
put it
ago.
here.
I was like, my voice is here. I'm just gonna wait for the timing.
I have a crazy old bitch, kind of living rent free in my head right now, who is also attached to a cursed item that was in my family for how many years?
No, dear Lord, I don't know.
So
It's a
dealing
long
with that.
story.
Yeah.
No, I'm running my game.
as strange as it sounds, I have seen weirder things.
I just, holy shit, went Ukrainian there, and I'm blaming Mitch for that. Holy fucking shit. My
What?
bad.
Just accept it.
Because I can't with this one. There's a process to this. I'm looking Mitch in the eye, and my brain went to a different campaign, and I started mimicking a character from a different campaign.
Oh no. Oh,
Autism. I know. As soon as I said Ukrainian, I was like, it's not Ukrainian, but it's whatever. Anyway, what if that is?
Oddly enough, I have seen stranger things. That being said,
I knew you were gonna go there. Knew it.
I'm sorry, it was right there. Continue.
Lord, that being said, I do sense your discomfort, and if I may assist, I would like to.
First of all, do you know how we get out of this plane of existence?
I do not, but I know people that can find out.
Awesome.
Possibly.
The last word is muttered under her breath. Just
Possibly.
Sorry, what was that? Nothing.
You are hearing things, my friend.
Alright.
Kind of.
Well, go ahead.
I don't want to be a puppet again, Kindle. I really don't.
I understand. And luckily, you don't have to be. Neither do I.
Which
If she's attached to...
I was like, Kira just tilts her head at this, and just in head is like, we're going to get along very well, but just mild head tilt at all of this. Sorry, carry on.
We don't have to be puppets. You don't have to be a puppet. And if she's attached to this suppressed rage, as you were saying, I'm sure that there are measures that we can take to make sure that everything is fine. Meditation, calming teas. Now, of course, I do think that a healthy bit of anger is, good, but, in a controlled environment.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. And you're free to slap me in the face for this thought.
Instantly ready.
Just say no more.
Continue.
I've been thinking about the nature of emotion, serenity, rage. And about the prospect of using it on my terms. Just something to ponder.
Okay. What would that entail? What does that mean to you?
Ultimately, the bitch wants to play.
I mean, bitch wants to play, but...
Oh, I mean, in this instance, it's not you, it's Lee bitch.
No, I just let the joke hang there. I understand. She wants to have a moment in the sun. She doesn't. Well, does she actually enjoy being attached to you?
Yes, she you hear the just yes, she fucking does. Because she never
She's a
fails
leech.
to remind me.
She's a leech. I have
Of the
dealt
highest
with
regard.
plenty of those. Yes.
Mhm.
You and I both. I know we already have a lot in common, but you and I both definitely have some big fucking leeches.
So, again, you're free to slap me for this, but what if I use the bitch on my own terms and just tell her to take and only use it for when needed? Because as much as as terrifying as it was, when I had my episodes, you can't deny that it was handy in a fucking fight.
Yes, it was handy. However, forget that you fucking stabbed me.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I did.
oh, you did. Oh, you
Yeah,
did.
I
Oh,
did.
lovely.
I felt, hey, well, I would like to make an argument that I didn't stab you. The bitch behind the wheel stabbed you.
The point still stands. She took control. You got rid of the enemies. Wonderful, great. But then you turned on me and turned on the others.
But
And
then maybe-
stabbed me
But then think.
with
But then
a sword.
The lady
It's
does have
very painful.
a fair point here, friend. You are not looking too great in this limelight.
Yes, the point of the sword in my body.
But then again,
Does tend to leave a mark. Or two.
but
sadly.
then again,
I've got plenty of those.
it might be easier to control due to the fact that Jesus Christ. But then again, it might be actually easier to control due to the fact that I don't have the sword with me. She's only latching onto my rage instead of being in my hands. So it only comes out when I want instead of.
I'm so sorry. Fuck You by Lily Allen came on in my ears.
Amazing timing.
Love it.
I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Continue. I was like, I can't not say this. This is too
Again.
perfect.
Again, the lady does have a point.
The point of the sword in my body.
So, if all that she's latching on to is my suppressed rage, then maybe if I get a handle on it, it only comes out on my terms.
Hmm. I feel like we would need to test it. If anything. In a safe environment.
Well,
Preferably when I'm not around.
that's the problem with rage is you can't test it. It needs to come organically.
True. Follow-up question. Say you do rage. Say she does come out and all of these things, right? Are you just gonna keep going at a rampage? Or do you need something to snap you out of it? Can you calm yourself down? Hence why I recommend testing.
No.
Provide plenty of distractions.
I mean, I'm unsure. Maybe. I can't say for too certain at this current juncture because I've never been angry like that. Ever. Been close. This may require some. This may
It'd be
require
good
some.
to have this
Mm,
on our side if you can control it.
mm.
If you can somehow take hold of the reins, it could be a very important asset. However, I wouldn't just go around using it and calling upon her.
Oh,
You have to
no,
be
no.
strategic.
Oh no. I would only do it like life or death situation. You know, all of us being absolutely swarmed by
Mhm.
yeah. In a battle combat situation, that's when and even then, that would have to be very pick and choose my moments.
I recommend hold off as long as you can. If life or death, all bets are off. All bets are off. Gone. Poof. Ash. Dust. Just I would give it some time. Give it some thought. If we can test it in a safe environment, I would. As of right now, we need to get the fuck off this plane of existence.
Yeah, yeah.
Since when did I become the one with the common sense here?
I think the common sense brain cell switches from person to person. We're on a timeshare.
Most of the time, it's in one
I'm
of
just
these titties.
confused. I'm just confused. How did the ex-whore become the one with the common sense?
Well, to be fair, if anyone's gonna have common sense in the terms of safety, it's gonna be the ex-whore.
Fair.
Out of character. If it's not the ex whore, it's either the ex tyrant, the ex recluse, or the ex like magical librarian. We don't really have good options for the common sense brain cell in the first place.
True.
No, the common sense brain cell is definitely like it switches from person to
It
person.
bounces.
It's never in two people at one time.
Nope.
Ever.
No. Never.
Well, yes, that's where I stand on the situation. If we can test this in a safe environment, by all means, let's do so. If it's life or death, before we get the chance to do that, all bets are off. And we'll figure it out from there.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. This should be interesting because I don't know about you, but this place stresses me the fuck out.
Really? I had no stress? What's that?
Yeah. All right. Calm
I
down.
I don't know. Oh, I have no idea what that feels like
You
in
are
this
both
place.
really going to say that while I'm standing right here, the one who currently lives on this plane of existence? Do you want to discuss stress?
I'm sorry. It's the fact that we're not from here.
We got
We
bounced here.
dropped out of the fucking sky. Here.
We didn't get a choice in the matter with bamfing here. So
We didn't come here for a lovely visit.
Nobody usually does.
So encouraging.
we're just really stressed out because we don't know what happened. We just suddenly and so that we're here.
We need to get back home. I need to find him before anything happens. I need to get back home. We need to get back home.
We have so many unfinished business back home. So much unfinished business. So
Then I suggest, if you are able, try to get a little more sleep. It appears, I'm just bullshitting this, but it appears there's one more cycle left in the night. So I suggest you take advantage of it while you can.
All right.
just kind of looks to Kindle, and you see like the beginning of a familiar sleep spell like happening in his fingers. Just go and go.
No. No. I can go to sleep myself. No. I'm just gonna lay down.
It's that moment of.
No.
So, as Kindle walks away, Kara just turns very slightly over to Renji and is just like, and if you try that on me, you will lose all of your favorite fingers very quickly. And then
Check which
proceeds to
ones are my
walk,
favorites.
turn back around, walk right back to where she had been before, and assume the position of mild slumber.
Before going into a last bit of meditation, a thought does stick in Renji's mind of just, wait, do people have favorite fingers?
100%. I have no idea how this planet works really either. I just bullshitted that. I was like,
I love it so much, though.
It's
Oh,
great.
no.
It's
Oh,
great.
that was grand. That was grand. But I could not take the opportunity of just going, wait, people have favorite fingers?
my favorite. Who is talking?
Is that Jerome?
Oh,
Who's the imaginary
Sorry.
8th player that has appeared in this realm? The fuck?
Who the fuck?
Is it
Literally,
a
I
deep,
was like, excuse me, bitch?
is it a deep voice?
Yes.
It's about something like this, pretty
Jerome.
much, yeah.
It's Jerome.
It's the whitest sounding man's voice I've ever heard, which is very amusing considering who it appears to be coming from, if that makes anybody laugh.
It makes me laugh. As the ghosts of individuals walking through the town pass by and speak about video gaming,
As they often do.
as they often do in Eberron.
What a town!
As you all return, you are able to get your long rests in.
Yes.
The next
yeah.
morning.
Ah, my
comes
lovely
dawn.
spells.
The next
Give me my
morning
spells
comes
back.
to you all.
My HP. Say that again, I'm so sorry, I was drinking water.
No,
Very loudly.
The next morning comes to you all, and you are able to awaken and explore the house, the town. What is it you would like to do?
Renji will find Ling and Mimi just going, hi. Also, Mimi, don't drop me anymore, please.
I'm sorry. Someone was eavesdropping, and I immediately took offense to that, and between balancing my boobs and you on my back, I just was not paying attention. It's totally my bad. Are you feeling okay?
Immediately, there's 1,000-yard stare of just. Nope. No.
I didn't
No.
mean to drop you that hard. I'm sorry.
Oh no, not because of you dropping me, but oh, there's a lot.
No,
to
I
it.
don't
on,
like it when you
bitches.
do that laugh. Hi, bad bitch. Fucking beautiful eyes. Yes, I
Hello.
know. Hi. Renji, I
She'll do the girl
never
thing, or
liked it.
she'll be like the hug.
Yes. Renji, that laugh is never ever fucking good. What is
isn't.
that for?
Looks around. Is Ling around?
Still swaddled wherever Mimi sat me.
we'll find.
If I moved, I'm probably holding swaddled Ling, not gonna lie. I'm just
Kind of-
holding people these last 2 sessions.
looking to Ling, just kind of goes, "Hey, you okay?" Ling.
Yeah, he's unconscious. It's fine.
Just kind of like gentle wake the fuck up taps on the cheek. Just Ling. Everything's fine. You're fine. You're fine. Everything's
No.
fine. Everything's fine. Everything's
No.
fine. Everything's fine.
No.
Just turns
Good.
Idea.
turns Ling's face towards Renji.
I saw it.
Just
I saw,
hey,
I saw it. I heard. I saw.
hey, you're with us. Everything's fine.
I think I heard my parents' voices.
Oh.
Oh.
I think.
I just love the collective everybody's face, except for me and Guess just went, ooh. Like, "Ew." Just collectively, all three faces a whole. Just to me, it was like, ooh. Carry on. I just loved it. It was great.
Also, turns to Gesh, the new person, just kind of goes, "Hi."
Oh, can Gesh make his morning entrance?
Yes.
Say, where is Gesh? Are you still in your room complaining about newcomers?
So can I do something for a sec? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go for it. Go for it.
So Gesh was in his own room doing all of the night capades, and so he comes in. At what time is it in the morning? Like it's a normal time of day to be up for people.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. We're
9.
3 cycles into the day. Sure.
9.
Something.
Like 9 a.m. So you hear this like clatter of like someone like bumping into stuff in the hallway, and what appears at the door is a dragon-looking person, wearing a silk robe, but it's really short, like it goes to his knees, maybe. Wearing very feminine bunny-looking slippers. With like a face cream on his, like a face mask, like morning face mask
I
on
was
his
just
face.
about to say, please tell me there's a face mask. I really was.
There's a face mask, and like he has like a cup of coffee with him, but you know it's not all coffee. And he just like walks in, and he's just like acting like he's hungover, but he's not hungover. And he's just like, why are you so loud? It's 9 in the morning. People are trying to get their REM cycle.
Yes, well, it
Right.
is quite the morning, so, welcome to the world. Good morning. Nice face
Hi.
mask, by the way.
Got to keep the T-zone where it is, my lady.
Hi. Renji. Gresh. Gesh.
And he kind of makes like a hissing sound when he says it, and his little like dragon tongue sticks out. Gish.
Dragon.
Again, I don't do that sound thing.
Oh my god, we have a fusion of Mushu and fucking Jack Sparrow. I love it so much. I love it so much.
No, I just pictured it. I'm like, what is the best annoying, obnoxious thing this man could do? Walk in a bathrobe that doesn't cover anything.
I was about to
is-
ask,
is-
is the rope long
um,
enough to cover all the dangly parts?
No, there are some dangly bits.
He kind of goes, oh.
Even if the robe was long enough, I'm sure it's not closed fully.
Oh yeah,
It's like
no, he has like no
slightly.
sense of like. He's
Social
this robe
cues?
is not his. This robe is something he found in the closet.
Just
It
kind of
belongs
goes,
to the
Candle
enslaved
is
dwarven children.
unfazed. She has seen so many ding dongs that she don't care.
I love how we have two kinds of people. We have seen it all and seen none. Just kind of goes, oh, okay.
And then there's one that
Mimi's
has
like,
had them all.
imagine Ling is like, wait, what's up? No. No.
Oh no, Ling is trauma fucking tized right now. He's staring up at Mimi, going, "I saw me come to Baldur's Gate," while all of that was happening.
And-
Ling, okay, Ling is literally like having a melt in Mimi's arms, but this giant entity just came through. So she's like face turned towards Ling, but eyes towards Gesh, looking like at his face.
Oh
However,
my
just
god,
going
sweetie, I'm so sorry. Are you
like,
okay?
yes,
I hope everything's
like
okay.
how
Are you-
exactly. I love how Mrs. Rowan is like, love the fit, like
Kendall
love the intention into it.
Kendall does like a look, right, and just goes,
Oh.
Average.
Oh.
Damn.
No.
Unfortunate. Get fucking wrecked.
Get shreckled.
correct.
Does kind of like look to Ling and just kind of like makes eye contact with Ling, just kind of goes, "Hey, where are?
When I came,
Hey,
they didn't survive like we did.
it's okay. Hey, water,
They saw
coffee."
me for the first time.
Gesh just hands you his cup and is just like annoyed that he has to give up his morning breakfast.
Wait. Actually, this might help. Just kind of gently, just kind of goes. It just kind of looks at Gesh with a look of, that's not just coffee, is it?
It's Madagascan cinnamon. Calm down.
Gently gives it to Ling.
You're probably
gotta
gonna
remember,
have to get them to drink because they're shaking. They're not thinking about drinking.
Just gently.
They're reliving
pause.
this dream.
Gently. Gently. Hey. Alright. Let's all get some. How about we all go get breakfast and talk things out? Sound like a plan? And just kind of goes, oh yeah, I forgot about.
Maybe I'd like down now.
Okay. Places you down. Gently like spins you out of the burrito. It goes like wee as spins you out of the burrito.
Slowly spins.
You're just like a little top slowly spinning.
Where are we?
A house that probably doesn't belong to any of us.
Great.
It's my third cousin's wife's step-niece's great aunt's uncle's place. His name was.
So you
Yes,
broke
on
in.
yourself
Great.
that.
Insight fucking check.
You know what? How
An
about
insight
this?
check.
What
Let's
what
just
happened after the bar?
let's all go get breakfast. We'll go get breakfast.
23.
Oh, it wasn't a high DC because Gesh is saying this while standing next to a giant portrait of a dwarven family.
Oh yeah, no, like when they came in last night, he went through the window instead of going through the door, and everyone was like, "The fuck?" And so then he like bullshitted everything, and he was just like, "Yeah, no, like this is totally my family's place. Like, hello, don't you see the resemblance? It's my third cousin's wife, stepniece's great aunt's uncle's place, and they had a Pomeranian, but in fact it's like it's like a child, and he just doesn't know what everything looks like."
Just stares down, just that Gesh going, huh. Very loving family.
Yeah.
Anyway.
If we want breakfast, I suggest we go now before it gets much later. Just voice appears out of nowhere.
Have to go do my makeup, love. So he goes down the
and
hall.
put on
Oh my
actual
god,
clothes.
we. You have like a spot for like doing your makeup? Can I do makeup with you?
And he holds out his arm and just like walks down the hallway with you.
Mimi has an hair care, skincare routine.
Gesh
Is
doesn't.
it working? I don't know.
Gesh doesn't. He just saw that these rich people had left stuff.
Valid.
He's just rubbing mascara on his scales.
The brush feels nice.
It really gets into the scales for that real deep clean.
You know.
Oh yeah. Which, by the way, Gesh has like obviously Gesh does not care if people see him. So like, unless you are the people that he cares that you see him. In that instance, he's gonna hide. But like, while we're in that room together, he fully gets dressed. There was nothing on that but underneath the bathrobe, just so you know.
Yeah, hence why
Perfect.
Ranger for the most time while addressing Gesh has a hand covering, like, field of view. Just that's a that's a
He
bad
has
dragon.
no. He's like that 60-year-old man in the locker room. No shame, but he should.
I had to make
Around,
the
he
joke,
sees
Sarah.
some
I had
shit.
to make the joke.
It's just amused, and it's like, oh my god, yes, a space where someone is comfortable just being themselves. Slay. She usually like does not take her clothes off. Like she lives in her corset. So she's like already dressed and raring to go. She like fluffs up her hair, puts on way too much rouge, because without it, she looks like a legitimate corpse. She is. Slay.
So
But
he's
she's like just very amused by Gesh.
So he's like going through what's left over in this closet, and some of it's like moth-eaten, some of it's not. And so he like grabs these two shirts. One of it's like black with like gold paisley on it, is what I'm thinking. If the GM wants to cut in and tell me otherwise, totally
No,
fair.
I like it. Continue.
And then the other one is like this crimson red silk shirt. And he just holds one up and he holds the other up and he turns around and he's like, "Which one, darling? I'm trying to impress people."
Turns around fully, goes like analytical. You said the one is like paisley green colored and the other is like deep crimson?
The one is deep crimson, is just like blood red satin, and the other one is a black shirt with gold paisley on it.
That's what it is. Well, that's what I heard. Okay, I hear that. What color is Gesh?
Gesh is bronze. Copper.
Ah.
Which one is he? Stop.
I thought it was
doing
copper,
that.
but I could be wrong.
Copper. He's copper.
I think the black one is gonna go really well with the undertones in your scale color. I think it's gonna bring out the nice like cool notes that you have, because like your like it's like you're like a warmer tone. However, it's like a warm color, but you're a cool tone of that warm color. So I think that's gonna look really well.
Fabulous, darling.
I have to. Skeletor will return with more skeleton facts later.
Until we meet again.
So he puts on like black leather pants and this black and gold thing with his musketeer hat and calls it a day.
she's gonna like adjust her top and like it's like a little blouse that's like just covering the nips. She pulls it and then like, do you think they're out? Like, is this like too much?
Darling, if you got it, flaunt it.
I mean, yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. Are they out enough? Pulls it like 1 centimeter down.
Here's my lot in life. If someone would be willing to pay you to see the rest of it, hold those goods for ransom.
Pulls it 1 centimeter up. Ready for the day.
If he can make $1, he'll make $1.
Oh yeah. No, that's
20
sound
gold
advice.
is 20 gold.
20 gold's 20 gold.
As soon as Mimi comes out, Ranger goes, Mimi, the usual.
Yes, Beeb, thank you. Alright, let me grips a chair.
Foot on spine and just... to the point.
So glad I don't need to breathe.
To the point where you actually feel a vertebrae just go, like the good pop, just the.
Oh my god! I didn't realize this was aligned.
Just being a monk, he knows all about posture, like general physio stuff, because he has to keep himself. He has to keep themselves in shape. Kind of looks at Mimi's back. Oh, actually, loosens it. Gets an elbow like right in the sciatica, and just goes.
Mimi's like
You have
slowly turns around. What did you do?
with all due respect, Mimi, you're carrying those bahunker. Your spine's misaligned to shit.
Oh my god, I feel like you just repaired like years of damage I had done by like bullshitting. Oh my god. All those death drops that fucked me up later. Oh, amazing.
Right, now turn around so I can read tight.
Okay.
And ties that
I'm
shit
like,
good and tight.
Renji, oh my god. I don't know which of us is gonna live longer, but if you die first, I don't know who's gonna tie my corsets anymore. You're like the best.
Tell you what.
Nah, I return.
I will personally, in my old age, I will personally hire someone to be your personal corset tire. And I will train them.
What the fuck did I miss?
Gesh perked up at you saying hire someone and then like didn't care after you said train.
That's so. Oh my god, you would do that for me?
Oh, for you, honey, anything.
Oh my god! And then like the girl like slowly goes up for hugs, like I love you so much. Oh, you're so nice to me.
Hey, bitches gotta stay together.
Bitches got to stay together.
Yes.
Gotta stay together.
You said this androgynous to the newbie. You said this androgynous elf just switched through the motions of waking up in a state of panic. But with these lot here, it's just this switching fluidity within this person. I will say partially androgynous because, to be fair, Renji's jawline is just... So it's like, okay, definitely like male at birth, but you can tell by the fucking jawline, but also there is an androgynous nature about them.
We love Renji. Renji is so valid.
Both of you are going to get Nice. So like, put
I
up her
mean-
boobs
God,
and like.
Steve, you want help?
I mean,
Wait,
I can.
before everyone leaves, can
for
somebody
it.
tell me what happened after the bar last night? I'm so confused.
We literally,
She's just
because
gonna-
some people.
Go ahead.
Oh no, you were going first.
Midway through, just about to be
Technically, Kendall would be the only
pulling
one
the
there.
corset.
Just gonna say
Well,
that Kindle's like
Kindle and Kira.
adjusting her like wrap dress to show more tits, and she's like adjusting for like the corset cinch.
Kind of looks to Ling. I couldn't tell you because was I just in and out of like consciousness yesterday as well? Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Maybe the new people can enlighten us what happened. If they're sober enough to do so. Looks at Gesh.
We
You
did
all
all.
need-
Go ahead. No,
No,
go
you
ahead. No, you had more sass in your voice. Go ahead.
Sass in your voice.
Overlap each time was amazing.
You all needed a place to stay, so there you had one. And then your little green monster came out of nowhere, but first it was a bat, the son of a bitch. And then all of a sudden it started attacking me out of nowhere.
Oh,
What
good.
are you
Keith made it through. I'm glad one of our pets did.
thing is a pet?
The
He's
family,
my son.
really.
Okay, yeah. We're getting. He's an abyssal baby, so he's having to learn what it's like to exist in a plane with different manners. He's a rescue.
And Gush is just like, there's just like no correlation between what you just said at all. Like there's no like the on button didn't happen.
Okay. Just how it is.
He's just a
Perhaps-
little timid baby.
It is.
We should
My
leave
little
it.
celestial baby didn't make it.
Hey. We'll get them back, I'm sure.
Maybe.
We will find a way.
I think it might be just due to the fact that we're not on this our usual plane of existence.
Maybe.
You know what? Hang on a moment. Renji, you had a thing. Ling, you had a thing. Mimi, did you have a thing last night?
No. I mean,
No? Okay.
I served cunt, but like that was it.
You always do.
Thank you.
Um,
Did you
I do.
have
Uh,
any, Mimi?
On a
Did you
golden
have any
platter.
Kindle?
What?
Did you have any Kindle?
No? No, Renji was actually the one who woke me up.
What happened to you, Renji?
Well.
turns
Oh no, was the bitch back? I know that face.
Maybe.
Bitches back. Sorry.
The bitch came back the
very next
Okay, for the record, while it's a good song, y'all had a very great opportunity to have an Elton John moment, and we missed it.
I sang it.
Good.
Did-
See, Hannah's on my team.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Turns out the bitch is actually from this plane of existence.
Of course she is.
And now that she's latched
It's
onto my...
She still touched the sword.
Yes.
technically.
But also attached to, apparently, my suppressed rage.
Oh. You need a sparring partner.
Well,
And for once, I'm not volunteering.
well,
Well, I'm kind of a masochist. I will. go
No,
ahead and-
no.
You were complaining to me yesterday about how I stabbed
no,
you.
Please.
No, I know.
I've taken his hits.
I just want.
You-
I just
you
want the
don't want
points.
that.
Just kind of just the whole... No, none of you. No.
Yeah,
Taking his
I
hits,
usually
taking
would, but
his
I
steps.
can't
There
feel
is quite a lot
myself.
of going through around here.
Do you think I can't take a hit?
Honestly, not very hard hit. If I'm being honest.
I think me and Kindle may have devised a plan, course of action. But we'll walk and talk. We'll walk and talk while we go get food, cause and you actively hear Renji's stomach grumble.
No.
Just
Very hungry. Well,
Ling,
I
make a
believe that's the end of
perception
that conversation for now.
You said
Yes.
perception?
check.
Natural 20. Nice.
Natural 20.
Nice.
I'm not in the room. Everyone's like, let's go to breakfast. And you're like, where's I?
That would make sense. I would be keeping an eye on her. Them.
Hey.
Where did I make it back with us? I thought I saw him earlier.
Did I come with us? I don't remember.
Yeah, I was in the room with you guys when you were having your conversation at night. I's somewhere in the building. You just haven't seen I since you
This is true. Can confirm. I was in the room. I woke up before I did that.
This is a
Yes.
really fun conversation.
I woke up before I did, so ye woke up before I did. I don't know anymore.
Nobody's seen her.
I'm sorry, who are we looking for?
Small
The-
changeling, changes hair to talk.
And it's not one of you here?
It is the
No.
very small one with the very colorful hair and not a lot of talking.
Yeah, no, she doesn't talk. They don't talk.
And Gush just kind of looks over to Kira and is like, again, that's not one of them here.
Considering
No,
I
it
don't
looks
think it would get your attention unless it did speak. No.
Looks like this, and I shift into eye. You now see eye standing in front of you.
See, it's right there. There was another one?
No, and I shift back to me. No, that was I and me.
Were you often given the lookout jobs? Or the distractions?
How
Wait.
many of you are there?
Depends on the day.
Fair enough.
Like, are there like, he's like starting to look under stuff now.
Renji's gonna go search the house for.
Yeah, I would also like to look for eye.
Sure. Make investigation checks, both of you. And by the way, during that whole interaction, my brain was just thinking, I just sent the GIF in the group, who's on first? What's on second?
Is that a 10? Yeah, that's a 10 plus. Yeah, 12.
Okay.
13.
13. It takes you a while. This is a very big estate. But after a while, you do find what looks to be a like a built-in library within the home. And I is just like putting piles of books aside and like looking through the bookshelves.
Who happens to find them?
You both rolled really close, so probably around the same time you both would find them.
Okay. Did you find something interesting?
There's a moment of shock as you come up. And then like goes over to the books and starts like handing over different books to you. There are.
Do I recognize any titles?
Make a history check.
Alrighty. Ooh. What's that? That's a 5 plus 4, 9.
9. Nothing
9.
jumps out at you.
These are all new.
There are some atlases that kind of show what Corvair is like. There are some older looking. It's interesting because there are some atlases that are much older, and you can see that near them is like an annexed book that it seems to have updated some of the maps.
Okay, cool.
There is history of a centuries-long war that has long taken over this land. Do you start flipping through the books?
Yeah. If I is interested in them, I am interested in them also.
Who's
mostly
on first?
because mostly because it's information about this place, about home, and I want to learn. I want to figure out where we are, how we fucking teleported, and how to get back.
Make an intelligence check with advantage.
Okay, with advantage. Let's use my other starting. Actually, let's use both of these.
Are you also helping Renji with the searching through books, as you would have shown up around the same time?
You know what?
15.
Yes, because information is power.
Okay, you can also make an intelligence with advantage because I is helping both of you.
Oh, just intelligence. That's
Ooh.
Yeah, just intelligence.
14.
I will take that for dirty 20.
Okay. With 14, you learn a lot about there has been an extremely long-lasting war in Eberron that's been going on so long. Across the continent of Corvair, there was originally one kingdom that has now since divided into multiple. And the war itself ended technically 2 years ago. It's technically in a long-term ceasefire with the destruction of one of the kingdoms completely wiped out. What it was that land is now known as the Morn Lands because there is nothing left. But any of those who approach the outsides of it, it seems to have like this airy fog that always floats over it. There's talks of magical essence that kind of phase off of it at all times. And there is no known cause exactly as to what caused the destruction of this particular kingdom. There's a lot of theories that it could have been a war machine gone bad, that there were those who, in their seek for power, nested forces they shouldn't have, or that it was another kingdom had wrought an attack, and this was the result. And everyone is so afraid that this could happen again. And so there is now a stalemate.
Okay.
The war was such a long-lasting thing that it led to the creation of automatons such as what are known as warforged.
Okay.
In an attempt to create soldiers. So those metal automatons that you saw wandering the city are, as you now learned, referred to as warforged.
Gotcha.
And it seems that there's like a flux in magic within what's known as the Mornlands, and many adventurers try to see what can be scavenged from the remains of those lands.
Sure, lots of expeditions into that land has.
And not Not a
Been
lot
lost.
come back.
Yeah. Okay.
As you are searching, Renji, you notice as you're going through these bookcases, there's a certain spot where you start to feel unnaturally cold. Standing next to some of these bookcases.
Kind of does that moment of steps in the cold bit, steps out of it just to make sure.
Make a perception check along with the intelligence check that you have already made. Just to see if you can figure out where that's coming from.
That is a 25.
25. Your mind, as you're trying to figure out where this cold patch is, eyes come across a leather-bound book on the shelf. And you pull it off the shelf. It's a brown leather book with what looks like a crest of some kind bearing the symbol of a tree outlined by a rising sun on the cover. And it is currently latched.
Takes one of my darts and just does a whole to unlock it.
Try a sleight of hand
I love being a monk. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It takes a while, and you manage to pop that lock. And as you do, a cloud of vapor begins to shimmer along some of the nearby shelves. The mist begins to coalesce into the vague form of a young woman, a translucent spirit wearing a servant's tunic and bearing that same symbol on the shoulder. The figure weeps aloud, tears running down her cheeks. Her mouth opens as if to speak, which reveals that her tongue is gone. Moaning in anguish, she reaches towards you, and then the mist shreds away to nothing, and the spirit fades.
See Ling walking around the bookshelf. What was that noise?
Nothing. Everything's fine.
Wait.
What's going on?
Everything's
Renji,
fine.
what have we said about lying to the group?
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Have you walked in on someone?
Gesh isn't in the room, so no.
Bummer.
I'm not sorry, Bridget. It was there. I had to.
No worries. Payback's a bitch.
Oh, I've missed playing with you, Bridget. I really have.
No, I'm not. There's no verbal like announcement, but Kira is probably with. Who? I just Kindle, or I guess if anybody else, if we're all in there at that point, at very least Kira is in there with you, Kindle. When you come in, show up at this point, just kind of like, I'm bored. Let's figure out what's going on.
Gesh is probably somewhere else in the house tinkering through stuff that he's already tinkered through, trying to find excess things that he can take.
Fair enough.
Goblin gonna loot goblin.
And we'll rifle through the book and just see if there's a something he can beam from.
The first few pages pages of this book seem to be a mixture of exercises, drawings, reminiscence. The earliest pages bear nothing but repetitions of the name Sarah. Lists of household chores, pending activities, shopping lists, and names take up a full third of the book. It's going to take a while to peer through the rest. That's what you get at first glance.
We'll pocket the book.
As you do that, and you are going back to that larger intelligence check, you also happen to notice that near it is another tome that kind of catches your eye. As it talks, the cover seems to be about traversing the plains.
Hailing.
Yes.
Holds out the book and just points to the title.
Wonderful. Runs at it.
Oh no! Like, you ever see that moment where like there's one book between two people and they're both frantically looking through it at the same time, just going. Yeah, that's Ling and Renji right now, and anyone who does walk in on this sees this. It's just. It's like
Kendall pokes her head in and goes,
Ling
"Oh
is
my,
practically
what are
wrapped.
you reading?"
Yeah, Ling is practically wrapped around Renji since they had the book in their hands, trying to read over him.
We've had a
What's
book about
that?
We've had a book about traversing the plains.
Move over!
Shit!
It is dense reading
Flip my
material,
head.
and it's going to take you a bit to go through this. As all three of you pile over this book, we're going to jump to Gesh.
It's like
As
3
you
students.
are currently scouring through what you've collected and what you would like to continue to pilfer as Leo stands guard above your head.
I just need to make sure he doesn't get on the shelf because gravity and a 25-pound cat don't work well.
I see the eyes looking up. He's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it. I would prefer if you didn't. Okay, just glad we had that talk.
So you begin
so-
to find yourself some more knickknacks to throw into your bag. There's a couple like crystal animals. There's some nice china. And you begin to look over your hoard of acquisitions and flip through. Make a perception check, or as you flip through your items here.
Hey, pretty colors. Stop it. 19.
19. As you're flipping through these different items that you have acquired, both here and in other locations, your eye is caught by that necklace that you've recently acquired.
Oh shit.
It's so shiny.
Okay.
It's very pretty. You almost swear you see a little bit of movement within the gem.
Okay. He's looking at it. Like, is it... You good? Is it... See you later. Is it like movement as in like light, or is it movement as in like there's something in it? Or should I do another perception check?
I'm thinking as you're really studying it and you get close, at first you thought it was a trick of the light. But as you're getting close, it almost looks like there's something within.
What is... What? Maybe it's some dirt? And he starts like rubbing it.
start to rub the gem. And for a brief moment, it looks like there's a flash of a dragon-esque face across
Fuck my
the
life.
gem.
What the French mother-loving toast? And then he just like kind of puts it back in his pocket.
You put it back in your pocket.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to then just leave the room, or I'm assuming right now
yeah.
you're like just looking at your pile back to the door.
Yeah, he's just like kind of looking around the room to make sure like nobody else saw that.
You turn around through the room, and Keith is in the doorframe. It's a weird
Nice.
reaction to a necklace, if I'm honest.
He fucking talks. He talks. He talks. He talks. Is he sitting like Indian style?
Keith or you?
Me.
That's up to you. What do you mean?
I feel like he's sitting Indian style. He's like sitting and he's facing his stuff. All of a sudden he like kind of just like takes a moment. He's just like, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So he like kind of lifts himself up and like scoots his like legs over to Keith. It's just like, what's your name?
I keep calling me Keith.
So that's your name, Keith? And he like puts
Any other
emphasis on that
choices?
tongue. He puts emphasis on the tongue part of it.
I'm Keith. What happened with the daughters?
Pardon?
You were ranting, and I was curious. What daughters did you fuck?
Darling, I don't fucking tell.
Fuck and tell. Sorry, carry on. Auditory processing issues for the win.
Why'd
I don't know.
Why'd you
He's
throw the
just kind of, he's just weirded out by Keith and it makes him uncomfortable.
And it doesn't help that Keith has very big bug eyes. Like, there's no other way to describe it.
I feel like he's looking at Cell right now. I feel like he's looking at Cell.
I don't know if anyone but Helen and I are currently in the Baldur's Gate obsession, but if you look on TikTok or anywhere else, you can easily search just Baldur's Gate 3 shovel. And shovel is a closet, just like Keith.
I just picture he looks like the first form of Cell, and I don't know why.
I love how quickly Sela picked up the phone to search for shovel. Kind of. Closets are interesting little creatures. And chaotic as fuck.
Like, how tall is Keith?
Like 2 feet tall.
So he kind of just like looks at his stuff and like doesn't really know like what to do with Keith or what to do about Keith. So he feels like it's gotten him out of situations before. Give them something, they'll leave you alone. So like he You good?
Someone
Mimi,
found
you good?
shovel. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Shovel has a really high-pitched voice, and I feel like I do Keith pretty well after listening to Shovel.
That's my son! He's literally. Look at those little eyes! That's literally my son! I birthed him! This changes
We
everything.
kidnapped him when he was in toad form, but that's okay.
Okay.
Thing, right? Oh, this is beautiful. I'm so excited. Thank you for telling me this. I still can't play the game.
So your instinct is to give things to creatures to get them to cooperate.
To get them to not kill him, that's kind of been his go-to. So he's looking through his pile of stuff, but not the necklace. But he's a little concerned that the thing saw the necklace. And so now he's just like, Gesh, Keith. What do we do now?
Where do you keep the meat?
He keeps the what?
Where do you keep the meat? Is what he says.
I think there's like a horse barn like 2 doors down.
Okay, and just dashes out the door.
And he just kind of like has a moment like, where he like, breaks the fourth wall and kind of looks at, if there was a camera, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go eat a horse now. Well, better him than me.
Actual statement.
Actual eyewitness statement later when the news is reporting the crime.
So as our friends,
This just in. Random frog-like creature with eyes the size of diamonds has broken in and murdered half of the country's horse supply. More on this story at 12. Back to you, Frank. Carry on.
and with our investigation of items plundered and a series of tomes to teach you about Eberron and shifting of planes. We will pick it up here next time.
All right.
You guys have fun.
Yeah.
Try to lore dump without over. It's a lot. There's a lot.
Whole new plane of existence.
Yeah.
That's where I'm gonna stop the recording, and I hope you guys had a great time.
Very much
Yeah.
so.